Preparing some wild foraged mushrooms with barbecue chicken and cucumbers from my garden. It's another episode of Bottles on My Desk, and this bottle of cider is called Kentucky Ranch and is from Thacher Winery and Vineyard in California. I have my plate of food, including a little bit of Cabot cheddar cheese, which is a Vermont cheesemaker, because I figure, look, it is American cider right here, and we want to try what would probably go with regional apples, which is some good cheddar cheese. Open it for you here. Let's see what we have. Pour. Beautiful color. Oh yeah. So there you go. Cheers. It's a little hazy, but boy, when you're dealing with like American heirloom apples and from an orchard-based cidery, you're going to get a little bit of that. It's not a big deal. What is the other option? You're going to have to then filter it? I don't think so. I'm not into it. Now I let it settle down. I don't put my nose too quickly because sometimes it's like, it's just bubbling up and it'll make me sneeze, and I don't want that to happen. Popping out of the glass. You're in the cider house and you could smell all the apples going into the cider mill. They're being pressed. It's just that whole bouquet of aromas coming out of the cider house that really entices you to walk in. You want to knock on the door and say, may I come in and smell the cider house? Okay, my mouth is all set with the palate. I mean, my initial impressions is brilliant, well-balanced acid, nice little tannin, not overwhelming. It's not a big tannin bomb. Super, a lot of complexity in there. A little back finish. Lovely. Gonna take a little nibble of the cheese here to see how that goes. So that's the beauty of apples and cheese. The acid really like works together perfect with the cider and the cheese itself. It really helps it meld and come together. Absolutely delightful. Let me tell you a little bit about what they wrote here. Sourced entirely from 200 plus apple trees that they planted at their ranch, representing over 20 different heirloom apple varieties cultivated exclusively for cider making. So that tells you a lot right there. This winery and vineyard is based in the Paso Robles region, or I should just say based in Paso Robles in California, not a region. And again, it's Kentucky Ranch. They're saying that it has a musky honey note and some fermentation yeastiness. So notice when I was talking about that like back flavor, that was a little bit of the yeastiness I was getting there, but no, by far when I say that, don't take that as like, oh, that's a mark against it. All I have is everything to say which would be good about this glass here. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. This is your glass here. You'll notice I'm using the SoCal cider glass because, well, SoCal is in California, but it's a nice kind of a drinking glass. So totally worth your time. Check it out. This is a great bottle on my desk. The artwork alone on the label is kind of like a Monet painting. It just really invites you. So well done, Sherman. It has a real bounce in it. It's saying it's great for brie cheeses. I didn't have any brie tonight, but that's okay. Apple-based pastries, desserts, autumn butternut, or pumpkin soups, or what I might say is, heck, a little bit of barbecue chicken, or may I say, even a little bit of cucumber. From my own garden. It goes so well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Kentucky Ranch Cider. It was bottled in 2022, and the winemaker's name is Sherman Thacher. And that's another edition of Bottles on My Desk coming from me to you and Thacher Winery and Vineyard in Paso Robles, California.